Bill Meyer from Fremont. I lived in Elkhorn, raised here, left in '67.
And you are?
I'm Dona Meyer Hazeltine. We're brother and sister.
Okay. What is your current age? Do you know?
Do we know?
Yeah, I know. My age, I'm 74.
Yeah.
I'm 75.
Yeah. I know this is I have a paper out. So how'd you come to be in Elkhorn? Do you know?
I was born here.
You were born
My
here?
folks lived here when I was born, yeah.
Yeah. Same with you? Okay. And then,
You might be interested, our grandparents came to the United States in 1885
okay.
to Omaha, Iowa. Then they came to Omaha in 1886 and got married and moved to Elkhorn. And so the family goes back
Yeah,
to
they do.
1886 here.
That's pretty far back.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Did they know how small was it back then?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
How small was it? Do you know?
Pardon?
How small was it?
I
Do
have
you
no
know?
idea, but you can sort of tell by the age of the buildings down along the railroad track.
Okay.
Up to where the old school is.
Yeah, you know the school building where the offices are?
Administration.
An administration
Yeah.
building, yeah. That little tiny house across the street south
Oh. that's
was
so
their
nice.
home. That's where all 5 of the children were born and raised.
I think I know that one. I know somebody who lives there.
It's right, and it's on the same lot as the city hall.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
west
that
of the
one?
city, that little
Yeah.
tiny one.
Yeah, that one right up there on top of the hill.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Leases live there.
That
Trent and
is-
Travis.
Oh.
They're my grade. That's pretty interesting.
Well, thank you.
Okay, then what did Elkhorn look like back
Well,
in the older days?
it hasn't changed a great deal. The downtown still has, you know, these buildings, and this is a real old picture. You can tell by the wagons.
Did you, oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Did you know years ago, our dad used to light the streetlights? They had gas streetlights at that time.
They did?
Instead of electricity.
Before electricity came.
Yeah, yeah. They had a picture taken of the town.
It's in one of those books, isn't it?
I think so.
In that 1967 book that,
I don't know. I
Something.
don't remember anymore. But he was telling us that when he was young, growing up, and he lit the street lights.
Oh, so he went around lighting the street lights?
Right, one at a time.
Mhm.
Climb up his ladder. I guess he had a step ladder.
So did you have like a torch or like a match?
I really don't know.
Did you have like this, look like a torch that you light it with? Or?
That I don't know. I never asked him. I wished I would have now. That's a good question.
Do you know anything about the railroad? Like, what kind of engines they had? Like, was it a big thing of Elkhorn? Was that one of the main things Elkhorn that started off of this railroad?
well, apparently it was. All I remember is that trains went through here every 5 to 7 minutes, it seemed like. I mean, it was really close. 24 hours a day. And we who lived here were used to the noise and no air conditioning. You know, in the summertime you had to sleep with the windows and all over up. And it was just like they were coming through your house. But you got used to it. But we had relatives from the Sand Hills who'd come to visit us. They couldn't sleep. It was so noisy.
So,
But it was on, this, you know, was the main line of the Union Pacific, so every train they sent west went through Elkhorn.
Everyone that came from
And
going
came from
east.
the west, coming east, went through Elkhorn.
Okay, do you know anything about the Kiner Saloon? Like, did you ever go there?
No, it was closed by the time we were born.
Kiner Saloon, which one's
Well,
that?
that's the one where McCardle's, sort of where we got this curtain.
Oh, Kerner Saloon.
Kiner,
Kiner?
yeah. It's at the end of Pacific Street. McCardle's own it.
Yeah,
It's their warehouse.
okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, there was nothing there by the time we came along. And we lived a few blocks west, and so we were never around there.
So it's just basically a
Or a
storage.
few blocks north, excuse me. What?
So it's just a storage place.
Yeah, as far as I remember.
What about the first banks of Elkhorn? Like, were they small, big? What happened? Was it regular business or was it just like small town bank?
Well, it was the first one that I'm aware of was the one on Pacific Street where Mr. John Wyatt was killed. And that was a brick building, so there was, some money put into that building. And then, of course, by the time I remember anything, it was the one down here on Pacific, across the street from here. Yeah. The Farmer State Bank.
Oh,
The old Farmers. That's the one I remember.
You had like, were you there when some of the robberies happened?
Well, the one,
The one?
that Farmer State Bank, I was working it.
You were
Right up, working in there. But I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
No, because I was far enough away from the tellers that I didn't see it. The first recollection that I realized something had gone wrong was after the robber went out, and Pete and the girls, the tellers that were there, were just, it was just bone quiet, and all of a sudden Pete yells at me, "Get that license number, get that license number." That was a very, very warm September day, the end of September. And I think there were 3 cars in town, downtown Elkhorn, at that moment. And of course, only one moving. And everybody who normally was there was at home working because it was such a beautiful day. Nice day to get out in the fields and do things. And so the car was speeding away, and I did get a few numbers off of it and the color of it. And they did find it eventually, but nobody was there. Then right after that, Mr. Moore came in. That was the president, and Pete had to tell him that the bank had just been robbed. And of course, he was quite shocked.
So like, how much money did you get away with?
Well, $8,300 apparently.
That's a lot.
That's 8,300. Yeah,
That's a lot.
it was. I didn't remember, but I've seen the news clippings that everybody has, and I kept the news clippings too.
I heard about your fair hopping days. What were the fairs like back then?
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. We used to get out of school. They'd let us out of school in the afternoon early. And of course, it was only 3 miles over to Waterloo. We'd either hitchhike over or had to ride or walk, and spent the afternoon at the fair. And see a lot of friends. Maybe getting a little mischief, who knows?
Well, they had competitions with, in the 4-H clubs, and they had, what do you call it?
I don't know what you're thinking about.
Anyway, they showed their animals, and they award prizes. And in the afternoons, there were ball games. Local baseball teams played each other. And in the evening, they had bands come, and give a concert. And they also had a dance floor, outdoor dance floor there, and could dance.
And the stage acts were free,
Yeah, on the stage acts.
and the dance was free, you just had the admission to get into the fair. You didn't have to pay for the entertainment whatsoever, except baseball.
Yeah. you-
Baseball, you had to pay for the baseball game. If you went on the grandstand. If you didn't go on the grandstand, you evidently got by cheap.
Just have to sit on the ground.
Yeah, well, people would drive their
You buy-
car up
Oh, sure.
to the fence line
Yeah.
and sit on the front of their car.
Oh, yeah. Of course, you were the sports fan, not I.
Well, I took in a little of it.
I know. And of course, they had the usual merry-go-round and for Ferris wheel and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was in a cooking class one year,
Oh, yeah.
and it was all boys,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
we took all the prizes at the fair in cooking that year except one.
what was so unusual about that was the 4-H program had set out, the types of things that the boys should learn and the types of things the girls should learn. And of course, the girls should learn cooking and the boys should learn animals and gardening and stuff like that. They decided they wanted to learn cooking.
So we showed them.
We showed them.
We showed them who was the best baker. But that's just good competition.
So what about the two grocery stores, the Sharps grocery store and
Well, there was a Sharps meat market.
Sharp Meat
Oh,
Market.
meat market,
Yeah.
okay.
And Schultz.
Schultz Store.
SCHULZ, I believe. TZ.
SCHULDT.
Oh, okay.
And then first there was Gregerson,
Yeah.
and then there was Bill Hell. It was a red and white store. Now that was their last name, it was their given name, Hell. And it's a German name. And there used to be a saying like when he was in the strictly meat market, there was two of them, Bill Sharp and Bill Hell. He used to say, if you don't like Sharp, then go to hell. And the same way with your groceries. When he was in the grocery business, there was another grocery store by the name of Schultz. They used to say, if you don't like Schultz, go to hell, and it was a good advertisement. He made the best sausage.
Oh, people
Summers.
come out from Omaha.
Yeah, they come out
For
from
meat.
miles around to buy that sausage. And I think Bill Daly has
The recipe for
the
it?
recipe for it. He was the last one to make it. But it was good sausage. I used to take it when we lived back in Ohio. I used to take it back to Ohio, give it to some friends.
And brag a little.
Yeah. We flew back one year, and it was going through the checking, when they first started checking packages. And I had about six summer sausages about this long. I had to unwrap each one and wrap them back up.
Why?
Well, see, it wasn't
They didn't-
explosive.
They-
They wanted to know what it was. That was back in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
We flew back from Ohio. And we were going back.
They thought your sausages were explosive.
Yeah.
Were you able to keep all 6 of them?
Sausage
Yeah.
shaped dynamite.
Yeah.
Your pipe bomb. Yeah.
But I mean, that's a side story. But it so help me, it's the truth.
Of what sausage can do to your baggage.
Beg pardon?
Of what sausage can do to your baggage.
Well, it was in they were wrapped up in paper and taped, and then they were put in, I was carrying them in a shopping bag with a handle, like you could buy at the store. And we used to get them for nothing. years ago.
Well, I think we sold, you get on the paper bags for free.
Yeah,
And
well,
the
these,
plastic ones for
yeah,
free.
but these were what you carried like when you went into Omaha and shopped and bought packages. And they were, paper bags, paper sacks or whatever they were heavy. And they had a heavy cord around it for handles. And that's what I was carrying that sausage in. And take them out, I wanna see them.
Speaking of airplanes, didn't Elkhorn used to have like some kind of airfield or something like that? Where,
Oh, you're talking about up by Elk City?
yeah, where, what was his name?
There was a place down by, on the
Past-
river bottom, down by Noise, in
Yeah.
that area.
And who is it, Bob?
Bob Edward?
Yeah, that's,
Bob Edwards. His book tells all about that.
mhm.
Have you ever read it?
No, I didn't know he had a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
About 20 years ago, 15,
No, since we've been up
in Fremont?
in Fremont,
Oh,
that's
well,
where,
around 10 then.
yeah.
He wrote it, yeah.
Mhm.
We each bought a book because we were interested in it.
Our father's name's in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but do you know, if there's an error in it?
Yeah, I know, just
Yeah.
forget it.
Just one generation off, that's okay. That's all right.
So,
No, it isn't a big sin.
No, no.
Big part, I'm sorry, young man.
Oh, okay. So what about the growth of Elkhorn? Because I know it used to be like 400 people.
Yeah, it was. When I was in high school, it was 410, 411. And it's grown, since the war, World War II, it's been growing ever since.
So World War II kind of spurred the growth of Elkhorn.
Yep. It's when Omaha started moving out, people wanted to get out of the city.
Yeah. That's still a reason today. People don't like the city as much.
They're still moving away from the city, aren't they?
Okay, what about the old Lincoln Highway? I know that was a big thing. It's like the main,
It
Well, that was
Is the
before
main-
our time.
That was
Oh.
before our time, right?
Yeah, because that
But
came through in
there's
the
a-
early
huh?
20s.
Yeah.
okay, what about the city government? Do you know, like, who is the mayor around their town?
Well, Judy Schultz was the mayor for a long time. Art Gotch. And there's others I know, but who I, right offhand, I don't know.
We've been gone at various times in our lives.
She left first, and then she came home. When my wife and I left, we were gone 20 years. We came home, she left. She was gone 5 years, and we were living in her house, so we had to move. So we went up to Fremont. We got tired of sliding down these hills.
Oh. Do you have any like school day stories? Like back when school day stories, like back when you're a teenager, any mischief you got into?
You don't think we're going to do anything like that?
No, but some people get into mischief.
Well, yeah, a lot of people do, don't they?
like, what was the thing, like, what was the thing to do after school, or what was the thing to do when you were
What was it in?
our age? Like, would you look real, like, you know, I know you really looked forward to the county fairs, but what else was there? Like,
Yeah, we had band, we were both in band, and we got to go to a lot of different events that we wouldn't have gotten to otherwise. When we were in the band, within the 4-H band, we'd go to Exarban in the summertime, been there a couple times, and they put on plays at Exarban, remember that? And then a lot of times the boys, we'd go hunting.
Getting back to the band, we went, the 4-H band went to the state fair a number of years. We went to all the county fairs around Douglas County.
Chicago?
Hmm?
You went to Chicago? Did you go to Chicago?
Oh, yeah, the 4-H band went to Chicago at their National 4-H Congress. That was our goal, wasn't it, Bill? You
I didn't get to go. I didn't
I
get
got
to
to go. I was so young, I had to have special permission, but I got to go. There were about 5 of us who
So,
got to go.
like, I've heard about that. There was like a movie on the Railroad Avenue, like on the top of the hill, and then on the bottom down by Main Street, there's the movie screen.
Oh,
The
the
projector.
Our free movies.
free movies in the summertime? Oh,
Yeah, that was a big deal.
That was before the war, before World War II.
Yeah.
In the 30s, 1930s.
Yeah, they used to have the screen down there just south side of the barber shop.
Yeah, the barber shop.
I don't know who's in there now. Is there a barber in there?
Yeah, there's still a barber in town in that white building, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, it was down, he was here and people were sitting up here.
Yeah, the screen was down low
Uh-huh.
and projector was in back,
On top of the hill.
about halfway up. And the people were sitting on planks with a box under and sitting on the grass and the curbs and sidewalk. Didn't have any money. There was a depression, height of depression.
So, did you, like, were there any Native Americans around Elkhorn?
Not that I'm aware of.
So, most
Were
of
you
them had
there?
moved out?
When we were here, in our lifetime,
There was one family. He was
Native
in-
American?
Yeah, he went to school with one of them. He's in your class, Russell Jones.
Oh, really? I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
his dad was a Sioux.
I didn't know that.
What his dad told me.
Oh,
And he was a full-blooded Native American. He's a real nice dog. He was at that time, at the intersection where the railroad crossing is, on the main street, there was a little wooden shed on the south side of the tracks, big enough for a little pot-bellied furnace, pot-bellied stove, and a chair to sit on, and somebody else to stand in there. He would flag the cars down when the trains came by.
Oh, so he's the guy who had the stop sign?
He was the guy that had the stop sign. And when the train come by, he put that stop sign up and stopped. Yeah.
So that's the only Native Americans around Elkhorn that you knew of?
That's right.
But that,
Most of them had probably moved away.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
see, this was in the 30s and the
Yeah.
Indian Wars and went on before that.
Well, this part of the country, they weren't, from history, from what I've read, I don't know, they weren't as hostile like the Omaha Indians. They were more of an agriculture tribe.
Right.
And they weren't as hostile as the Sioux or the Pawnee, which were larger tribes. And that's all I know about it.
what about the old dance hall that burned down?
Oh,
Oh.
that's where we went.
Dankers, you mean?
Yeah.
Anchor Bar.
Yeah, that was built about in 20,
At the same time the Lincoln Highway was going through.
yeah, about the same 1919, I think. Well, the cornerstone's still there in that front of that building.
Yeah, so it's 19.
1919, you know, our dad and granddad was finishing that up when my dad always told me about when the Lincoln Highway. He stood up there and watched them lay some of the bricks.
And your grandfather said,
Huh?
and your grandfather said, he'd always say, I'm not paying you to watch someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Better say it louder.
Not paying you to watch somebody else work. That's like when you got in school and you got disciplined. they didn't hold a court and see whether you were guilty or not. When you went to the professor's office, you were guilty. And that was just tough luck. I'm not gonna say who it was, who the superintendent was, or I'm not gonna say who the student was, but the superintendent was standing outside of the room, and this student was sassing the teacher. And the superintendent took 2 steps in there and just backhanded her right across the side of the face. And nobody knew he was there until she got hit. And that settled everybody down to her. That's right. Parents didn't go to the school
And complain.
and complain.
In fact, wasn't it like if the parents found out, they would give you an extra beating?
No,
Because
you
they
got
were-
one when you got home. Is that what you mean? Yeah, they usually took care of that too.
The School of Hard Knocks.
Huh?
The School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
minded your manners.
Or else.
Like they always used to say, well, that's the one when you should have gotten it and didn't. But yeah, we all got over it. Got over it and took our lumps and went on.
Would you like to describe some of these pictures on this poster there? Like the Deep drugstore?
Oh, that's a real old building.
Yeah.
That's one our granddad built. And like it says there it was a ninth Epiphanius. Had the upstairs in there, a lodge. And it used to be, when I was a kid, it was a bar and cafe here, and there was a veterinarian's office, Todd Brown's veterinary. And then later on in the mid-50s, there was, this upstairs was converted into 2 apartments. I helped my dad put those apartments in. Pearl Bogan owned it then, Pearl and Jack Bogan. 40s or 50s, I don't know who it was.
What about this building? Has that always been a saloon bar?
As far as I know, young man, there's always been a saloon or a bar, yeah.
This was an auditorium, a meeting hall, or party hall or something
Yeah.
for rent upstairs.
I don't know what's upstairs now, but it still has the second story.
Yeah.
Okay, that's about all the time we have for today.
Unless you guys have something else.
Yeah, unless you have anything else. Any other funny stories, interesting stories?
Have you told all your secrets, Bill?
No, I haven't tried to think of them yet. Those are the ones you try to lock off in the back room up here.